Hello everybody, welcome. Today we're going to be sharpening a knife with this Worksharp Precision Adjust sharpening system. What I'm going to be sharpening is my... Do I want to do my element? No, let's do my wyvern. Oops, sorry, I had something spill earlier and I didn't get that. This is my wyvern. CVD wyvern. This is what I'm going to be sharpening. This is the Worksharp Precision Adjust knife sharpening system. It comes with this base, this rod with a stone carrier, the angle adjust, and the clamp that slides right in there. Take this, snap it into place, and right here there's a little hole under there where you put the stone right in, and then you're ready. So this is gonna be my first sharpening video. In fact, probably my first video ever. I've just found that I have a lot of stuff that I want to share, and I just enjoy it. I talk to myself a lot. I want to make videos. If you guys like them, feel free to subscribe. If you don't, I wouldn't blame you. I am just a 18-year-old kid. I just really like sharp things. But I modified this. I used my Worksharp and ground down the way they had these so you could set it in there. I didn't really like that. So, yeah. They have very similar jaws to the KME. They actually collaborated to make these. Worksharp contacted KME and Brian talked to him and gave him the go. So, that's pretty cool. I heard that there were a lot of people that were contacting KME like, you know, these people stole your design. So yeah, I'm gonna grab my Sharpie and just color in the bevel here. Let me see if I can get some better. There, that lighting seems to be a little better. Okay. I have this just bottomed out. So, if you're wondering, we have a 320 grit diamond stone, 600 grit diamond stone, and a fine ceramic very similar to the Spyderco Sharpmaker ceramic, or just overall the Spyderco ceramics. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Let's bring it down to here. I left water on it, so this kind of corroded. I just took a sandpaper and smoothed it out. Sorry, I completely dropped that there. Come on, get back in there. Okay, let's see how our angle is. I like checking my angle with the ceramic. Way too low? Do I have my angle cube in anywhere around here? I think I do. I think I put it in here. I did not. I just saw my angle cube, like, earlier today. Okay. I guess I don't have it, because I was going to show you guys a little something about this, but I'll go do that with the KME, because it'll apply the same way. Jackpot. This was previously sharpened on the KME, because obviously this is a more recent thing. And, yeah. Got all the Sharpie off there perfectly, and because I just like making sure. Oh, that's a higher angle. And we're at a pretty high angle. I really want to find that angle cube. I like had it not long ago. Here it is. It's in the other drawer. So it's going to be kind of hard to do this because there's nothing really flat to lay it on, but we'll get a definite rough accuracy. So I'm just going to set it flat on my desk and just try and get it on there. Oof. It says it's a 23. And if you can see this, it's pretty much putting on a micro bubble. And because people get dickish about this, yes. This thing is very dull. If you can't cut paper, then it ain't gonna cut anything very well. Is it clamped equally on both sides? Because I have touched this up quite a bit. It's clamped evenly. I'm gonna remark the edge and bring it down to this side, the way this side likes it. If you catch my drift. Which is right there. Flip it again. And that's just really shallow for this side. And what angle are we at about here? It's about 22. Well, that's not a beneficial enough drop to really be anal about it, so I'm just raising the angle until we have yeah, okay, we got it. And what's this at? It's like 24 pretty much. Whatever. If I need to reprofile it, I'll do it later. But start on our 320 and just get to work. It's a pretty dull knife, so when the knife is like this, you know, show side up, I almost always have it to the side like this. With the KME, I typically pick it up, but this thing's a little bulky. It's not meant for that. Wow, that's a lot lower than it should be. Okay, so let's check it already. You can see the bevel there. Getting a little bit of a burr at the base. So I'm gonna get the, oh, well, this is the other side. So I put it in wrong. That's why. And because it's a steeper angle, reprofiling takes way less time when you're steepening an angle than it does when you're shallowing an angle. Try not to run off the tip there and you'll be good. One of the few downsides to this system is the fact that your stones are smaller. Also, you have less grid options as of now, but Worksharp has confirmed that they're going to be making more grid options. Yeah, we got a burr already on that side. Not surprised, because it was already too steep. But, the only other downside is that this is made out of plastic, obviously to save cost, but if you really bear down on this, it can bow, but you shouldn't be applying much more pressure than that, and that is almost no. If I really try and hold the base in spot, there's almost no play in that. This system, when it comes to the precision of the edge, isn't far off from the KME. It's pretty damn far off from the Lansky, though. This thing's way better than the Lansky. I have a Lansky. I'll be doing a video on that, too. I plan on making a video for every sharpening option I have. But we're very done with this stone. So I'll flip it. Go to the 600 grit right there. And we're going to keep going. Oh, I probably should have wiped the blade of the old grit. I have a dirty microfiber cloth that I just use for stuff like this. And you can use diamond stones dry. I typically do that when it comes to guided sharpening. I still kind of like using just a little bit of Dawn and water. And the stone has no play on the rod. There's play like side to side in this, but there's no vertical play of the guide rod there. And you can keep a pretty good tip on a knife with this too. When you get to the tip, just apply a tiny bit of pressure this way, and you shouldn't roll the tip really at all. If you go like that and you're applying pretty much any pressure, it's going to round it just a little bit. So I suggest just stay on the knife. Like that. Yep. Edge is coming out nice. If you didn't know, this was a D2 blade on the Civivi Wyvern here. It's a knife that has gone through a lot while I've had it. Alright. Now, I'm not saying much in this video. It's my first one. I'm just kind of getting used to doing this, I guess. I'm trying to make excuses or something. I have a lot to say about sharpening and knife cutting, geometry, and stuff like that. If you like transparent knives, you might like me. If you haven't seen transparent knives and you're seeing this, first of all, how the hell did you get here and not to him? But also, go check him out. He's pretty awesome. He has a great Insta. He's a funny dude. He knows exactly what he's doing. He just needs to start hollow grinding knives, and I will be sending him a few. Anyways. Okay. And we're going to do one last pass on this side. Get a little bit more Dawn and water on there. Come on. There we are. Oh man. Sharpening knives is a huge hobby for me. I have so many different ways of sharpening. Just to let you know, I have my main sharpening is done with a KME, what I strongly believe to be the best system on the market, regardless of price. Yeah, you heard me right. Okay, just gonna do some upstrokes, because this is the last real big material removal stone. Yeah. There's a little bit of side-to-side play if you really pull on it when it comes to this jaw, but again, that's a gripe that some people might have. The way I think about it is what matters are the results and the ease of use. It's pretty easy to use. You'll get some great results with this thing. Moving on to the fine ceramic. Just gonna wipe it off, make sure it's clean. And push this O-ring up and get to work on this bad boy. And they need to get a grit or two in between the 600 diamond and this ceramic, but for general purposes, I think it was probably a good idea that they decided to go with the ceramic. With the ceramic, it's fine enough that you can deburr really well and not have to worry about stropping really, and it just works like a charm, and it can really smooth out an edge, and it does polish the edge pretty well. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. I want them to release more stone options for this thing. I think they should, if it's anything like the GSS, they're going to release a 220 grit extra coarse, a 600 grit extra fine, both being diamonds, and a leather strop, probably another 3-way like this. And then I hope after that they get like a 120 grit diamond, like a 1200 grit diamond, and like a slightly coarser ceramic, because I really think that would put it all together and make you able to go from reprofiling to stupid sharp edges that have an incredible polish. Yeah, it's pretty much dry at that point. Just a sneak peek. So far, the edge is looking like that. You can still get a definitely better than factory edge with this system. Don't even fret about that. So we're on the home stretch here. Okay. By the way, to flip it, you don't just turn it like the KME. There's a button on the back right here that you push in, and it lets this go, so you can flip it. If you want other sharpening enthusiasts and sharpening videos, some great places to go. Outdoors 55, he does pretty good stuff. Neves Knives does a lot of different stuff on sharpening. Slicey Dicey has a few. You can check out Birdshot 4 if you want some KME specific stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of options out there. But now, trying to get all them great scratch marks going in the right direction. Roughly in the right direction right now. Okay, now I'm going to do my normal routine. Light pressure, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and with the lightest pressure you can do, possibly negative pressure. 1 and 1. Okay, so there she is. Take her out of there. Loosen up the clamp. And yeah, I really modified that. I just don't like the way it sits in there. I don't know if I mentioned that. I modified the jaws. I don't like the design. I just don't think you can get your knife deep enough in there for it to grip it very well. Especially if it has a fuller like this one. Because the deepest you can grip it with the guides they set on there is like pretty much this. And let's see how that would work. So it defaults to trying to catch the fuller. It's in the clamp much more uneven, and it's really easily moved around in there. versus putting it deeper. You just have more of that rubber going onto the blade, gripping it better. That is pretty much the only thing about this system that I'm not a huge fan of. I think the jaws are great, but the guides they made for the jaws aren't that. All right, we're back. Sorry that I had to do this. I forgot that when you record with the YouTube app, it separates it into two sections. This is actually the next morning. I set my knife down and I ended up going to bed. But so here is the edge that we're dealing with. Let me try and get it in the light there. It ain't looking too bad. Obviously, I like to strop it. Well, maybe not obviously, but I'm gonna strop it. This is 3 micron DMT dye paste. Sorry, wasn't really in frame there. I don't use chromium oxide and stuff anymore. I just vastly prefer this diamond paste, and I'm thinking about getting some new compounds. Is there a burr on here? No, there's not. That is not. So right now I'm going negative pressure over angle. Now I'm gonna go what I normally do, heavy pressure under angle, or light pressure on angle. Okay, so that should be good. I'm gonna wipe off the blade again, go to 1 micron. Stropping is really relaxing to me. I do really enjoy it. So here's the edge now. Looking pretty fine. Alright, lastly, gonna go to the 0.5 micron, wipe off the blade. This is my 0.5 micron. Alright. That should be good. Now, where are my pliers? And I have pliers around here. There they are. So I have these little pliers. I pluck a hair. You see it right there. Sick rhymes. Sick rhymes. If that ain't sharp, I don't know what is. For a EDC pocket knife. You touch the edge. I mean, watch. There. Barely have to touch the edge. I'm gonna see if I can Come on. There's another hair. I'm gonna hold it like this and see if I can get a whittle. I don't do this very often. See, it just cut it in half. Come on. It's so sharp. It is so sharp. I'll bring you down close here so you can take a good... Oh, quit wobbling. You can take a good look at the edge. It's pretty reflective. If they put an extra step or two in between that diamond and the ceramic, I think it should be make like a 1200 grit diamond or 1500 grit diamond, something like that, and then make like a coarser ceramic like the brown ceramic of a Spyderco per se. Come on, focus in there. Look at that. And you saw how easily it can whittle hairs. But I'll bring you back up here. Quit wibbling. And where is my magazine? I guess I'll just have to grab this paper. But that's quiet. And it can push cut, as you'll see here. Come on. It's very, very sharp. And I'll shave my arm a little bit if you want to see that. I shaved my arm a lot, apparently. There's a little bit of hair right there. Took up a little epidermis, but here, I'll shave my leg and then get you. You can hear that too, I guarantee it. Sorry, got a notification for something. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Just wanted to show you the results of the sharpening. Very good. I highly suggest the Worksharp Precision Adjust as the best budget knife sharpening option, period. You guys have a great day. Farewell.